Hey guys, so it is Friday, July 19th. My birthday is on July 31st. I'm going to be 19, so I'm excited for that. Anyways, today I wanted to talk to you. Oh, yes, I got a memoir piercing. Today I wanted to talk about this book that I recently read, and I literally could not put it down. It was amazing. It's called The Buddha and the Borderline, which this is backwards, but yeah, by Kira Van Gelder, and it's a memoir about her struggle through BPD and depression, really just BPD. Well, yeah. And I have borderline personality disorder, for those of you who don't know. Well, now you know. So that's why I wanted to read this book, and it really helped me a lot with some of my personal issues, and it's a must read for those of you who have been diagnosed with BPD, who think you have BPD, or who know, or there's a loved one in your life that has BPD, you know someone. You should really read this book because it's intense, but it's really worth reading, and I've learned so much from this book, and it's really inspired me to work on myself more, and this book is just amazing, and wow, I just could not put it down. A friend of mine lent it to me, but now she's letting me have it because I'm like attached to it now. But yeah, I could really relate to it, and I mean, she cuts herself and experiences like intense anxiety, which, you know, I have an anxiety disorder, so I can relate to that too. And she was also a recovering addict, which was interesting, and it really, this book shows you that you can do like whatever you want to do. You can overcome any obstacle in your life. It's just completely inspiring, and it really has inspired me. And I'll read you the back of it. The Buddha and the Borderline is a window into this mysterious and debilitating condition, an unblinking portrayal of one woman's fight against the emotional devastation of borderline personality disorder. This haunting, intimate memoir chronicles both the devastating period that led to Kira's eventual diagnosis and her inspirational recovery through therapy, Buddhist spirituality, and a few online dates gone wrong. Kira's story sheds light on the private struggle to transform suffering into compassion for herself and others, and is essential reading for all seeking to understand what it truly means to recover and reclaim the desire to live. So yeah, that's about the book. And yeah, I'm sure you can get this at Kohl's or Chapters or order it online. I really suggest it. It's amazing. And the whole Buddhism aspect of the book, I mean, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm Wiccan. But even if you aren't a Buddhist, it's not really, she doesn't really talk about that until like near the end of the book. So you don't have to worry about it being like having to be a Buddhist to read the book. You really don't. It's interesting to learn more about Buddhism too, but that's not why I read the book. It was more about like I wanted to learn how she got through things, and Buddhism, she did use that to get through stuff too, which was interesting because there's like a spiritual aspect to it. And it was just really interesting how like toxic her relationships were. It really was like, reading this book was like reading my own thoughts, like reading a diary entry of mine, because I've had some really toxic relationships where, as someone who suffers from borderline personality disorder, we tend to cling on to relationships that maybe we shouldn't be clinging on to, you know? And like, it kind of talks about like, I don't know, her experiences make me think that, you know, you should rely on yourself first rather than rely on someone else, because when you get too attached to someone, it just blows up, you know? And you could really see that from this book. I really felt for her when I was reading this, and like I said, it was like reading my own words, and I just can't believe how far she's come. It was just incredible, because, you know, it makes me feel like if she can do it, then I can do it, you know? And it's just a really good book, so I suggest you guys read it. Check it out, The Buddha and the Borderline by Kira Van Gelder. Yeah, check it out.